Today I'll be giving a pitch for a music video for Annoying Ringtones song.
Don't worry about that. Just look at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Annoying Ringtone is a man who comes from Aberdeen in Scotland. His real identity is currently hidden from the public, as he doesn't appear in any music videos he currently has, and at live performances at clubs and general gigs, he wears a mask to cover his face, so his real identity still remains a mystery. He has released dozens of songs and several albums and EPs over the 5 years that he's been active. He's also been signed to numerous labels worldwide, including UK to Japan to Russia, showing he has wide world music appeal. The genre that Annoying Ringtone comes under is electronic dance music. Electronic music is music that employs electronical music instruments and electronic music technology in its production, an electronic musician being a musician who composes and or performs such music. Some of the most popular electronic artists include Skrillex, Avicii and Calvin Harris, many of whom have been in the top 10 multiple times throughout the past few years. The target audience for this music video is quite vast because electronic music appeals to a lot of people over the world. The primary target audience will be 16 to 24-year-olds, both male and female. They are the primary target audience because the genre of music is targeted at this age demographic, as it is generally the kind of music that is played in nightclubs, which is why a lot of electronic music videos take place in a club. It is also very widely appealed for people worldwide, as electronic dance music doesn't have a lot of lyrics in it. So where it's just sound, it appeals to a lot of people without people being thrown off by a different language. The concept for my music video is as follows. The video will start off like a typical day for the main character that wakes up and does their daily morning routine. However, they notice that there's some things that are different than they normally are. This ultimately ends up in the main character running away from the second character through various locations. This is the mood video that I created as inspiration.
Yeah. Okay, don't worry. Move on. I'll have a look at that later.
Right. One of the main techniques that I'll be using will be cutting to the beat. I'll use this technique as much as possible, as it will help to make the music video flow a lot smoother and makes the video a lot more enjoyable for the audience, as it's not jolting their eyes seeing a straight cut throughout. Camera angles will also play an important part in the music video. For example, I'll use the high angles to make the character seem inferior, and low angles to make the other characters seem more intimidating. One of the other techniques that I'll be using will be tracking shots, which will primarily be used in the chase scene. Using a tracking shot in the chase scene will give the audience a perspective of how large the woods are, and putting them on the edge of their seats as well. There will be two main locations throughout the music video. The first will be a house, which is where the main character will be living. For this location, I'll be using my own house, which I will be able to easily get permission from the homeowners, who are my parents, to film there. This location is good because this location is also good because my second location is less than a minute walk away from the park, which I was also planning on filming in. This park is Broomhill Park in Strood. However, the difficulty with getting the appropriate permission to film in this location is that the Medway Council owns it. I've already sent off a request form to film on this particular location, but I don't know if the appropriate...
Who to?
Medway Council.
Okay. You could do it via the Kent Film Office as well. You'll need public liability, so you just need to email me and I'll return that to you.
Okay. However, I do have a backup park. The park that I could use is located between Mid Kent College and Greenwich University. Although this park is not ideal to film, due to the smaller amount of woodland area, it is easier to get the appropriate permission to film there. There will be 2 people helping me throughout the production, Alicia Still and Gabrielle Cork. They're going to be helping me transfer equipment between locations, set up shots, and help make sure that every shot reaches its full potential. They will also be acting in my music video, with Alicia portraying the main character and Gabrielle portraying the stalker. I've already got signed consent from both of them to appear in my music video. Up on the screen now is my production schedule. While the dates that I have given, they are deadlines rather than days to actually get filmed. I plan to get all of the filming done in the production stage, done a couple of weeks beforehand. I aim to get all the filming done by the 20th of February during the half term.
Get it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's very clubby dance type music,
Yeah.
electronic music, yeah. So it's a chase sequence you're going to use, but you're going to do some other things as well. So just explain again some of the techniques that you're going to use.
Well, I was planning on using handheld camera for a majority of, especially throughout the chase scene.
Right.
Because when you're in a nightclub and the drop bit of the song comes on, everyone's moving around. It's all kind of manic.
Right.
And during the chase scene, they'll almost sort of mirror what's happening. But
The chase scene isn't in the club, is it?
no.
Okay. Right. Okay. Just yes, you can use handheld camera. Okay, but I wouldn't use it for any length of time.
No.
Okay, because otherwise it will get too jarring. Okay,
Yeah.
so use other effects. Use the characters to do the movement, or think about other effects. Ghosting or whatever else that you need to do. But as I say, if you just use quite a lot of handheld movements, it's not going to be watchable. So use it very sparingly, okay, and accurately, so that it works for just the bit you really want it to do.
Yep.
All right. So, what other location are you going to use? You're going to use the park. That's going to be for the running scene. Okay. Are you going to film inside the club?
No. It's not going to be shot in a club at all.
Right. Okay. And give me one other technique that you're going to use.
I was planning on using some over-the-shoulder shots as well.
Right.
I was going to have over the shoulder of Gabrielle as she's sort of following Alicia around. Because the original plan was to have little symbols of this mysterious character appear in the house,
Mm-hmm.
and that would then lead to Alicia researching about it online
Mm-hmm.
and being scared and then wanting to get out the house into
Who
a
is
wider
this
space.
mysterious character?
I got inspiration from a character called Slenderman,
Right.
who originally stalks children and then kidnaps them.
Right.
And I got that sort of inspiration because the more you find out about Slenderman,
Yeah.
the more likely he is to come and kidnap you.
Right.
So I sort of took a spin on it and made it so that you know that this character is after you when you see particular signs scattered throughout your life.
Right. Okay.
And so when Alicia will start noticing all these symbols, she'll start researching about some of them online,
Right.
which will then lead to an article about this character in a newspaper.
Right.
And then it suggests saying get into a wider space so you can see. So all these signs will then lead her into the woods.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll obviously be really scared because she'll find out that in the end aim is to kidnap and capture her.
Okay.
And it almost turns into a bit of a horror with her seeing things within some of the trees in the big open space.
Okay.
There's another reason I wanted to use Broomhill Park is in the centre is big open space, and throughout the entire perimeter of it is a woodland area.
Right. Okay.
So it would be a lot of space for them to hide.
All right. I got so much more from that explanation
Yeah.
after the presentation than the actual presentation itself.
Yeah.
I got a lot more into it. I got a lot more explanation. And actually, yeah, no, that sounds like I like the idea. Okay, I like the way you thought it through. I like the fact that you've based it on something, and you can see how the narrative unfolds. Okay, and I'm starting to see images in my head now on how you're doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. I think the key thing now, yeah, all right, you've got some permissions and things like that. You've got actors signed up. That's good. The key thing is the storyboard done.
Yeah.
You know, what you've got to do is that last bit after you finish with that there. Okay, that you've got to try and put that down on paper. Okay,
Yeah.
and start capture those images, so that then you can start to prepare. Right, how am I going to create this?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a much more sort of it's much more evident within the bit afterwards. So if you can, I would sit down and start doing the storyboard as soon as possible, whilst all of that is in your head.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And perhaps don't be led by the PowerPoint, so that you got a little bit too sidetracked on certain things. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Wanted to hear. I wanted to see what was in your imagination about what you were trying to recreate.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Storyboard.